Hello again, all of my beautiful Cappies, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign friends. My name is LaChon with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is part 2 of your June love and romance reading. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all of those who have thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. Also, if you have an iPhone, so if you have an iPhone or an iPad, or if you have a friend who has an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the Instant Go app, and the link for that is www.instantgo.com, and I will respond within 24 hours through Instant Go. You can text me for a reading. You can also do a phone reading as well as a video chat. So go ahead and check that out. Both links are in the description box below. If you're single and you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize him or her, as well as align yourself with your partner and the ideal relationship of your dreams, you can now book a future partner reading with me through the description box below. So please check that out. You can book a future partner reading with me, an extended future partner reading with me, or if you would like a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading with me through the description box below. Alrighty, so again, these are general readings. If the messages do not resonate with you, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of June 2018, or if these messages do not resonate with you. So my Cappy friends, again, this is part 2 of your reading. So this is going to be the guidance portion as well as the additional messages that I have for you. So if you are just now tuning into this reading and you have not seen the part 1 to this reading, I do recommend watching part 1 first, and the link will be in the description box below. This can be a standalone reading, but again, I do recommend seeing the predictions that were provided in the first part of your reading in order to get more background on what we are discussing here. So go ahead and check that out, or if you like and you're already here, you can check that out after this reading. Again, the link will be in the description box below. So Cappies, let's go ahead and get into the second portion of your reading now. So part do, what do they call it? Ducks, do, part duck, I don't know. D-E-U-X, how do you pronounce that? Part duh, I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So for the second portion of your reading, I have here, so let's go ahead into my guidance from my crystal angel cards. We're going to get into your wisdom messages, and then we'll get into your empowerment messages and your postcard from spirit, and that'll wrap up your reading. So Cappies, the first card that I have here from my I think these are crystal angel cards, I have here the card of forgiveness heals. Topaz. So just like in the beginning, for those of you who have watched the first reading, in the beginning, you know, we had this theme of forgiving and learning. You are forgiving, you know, partners of the past. You're forgiving maybe parents or caregivers. You are forgiving yourself. And it looks like here with this Topaz card, again, you are being called to, or you are being encouraged to forgive. Forgive, you know, a partner, forgive parents, maybe forgive, you know, whoever has caused challenges in the past. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is needed. Whoever needs to be forgived within your life, and you know who this is. So whoever you are holding resentment towards, and the interesting thing is when we hold resentment towards others, and when we hold anger or hatred towards others, the interesting thing is, even though we have these challenging feelings towards another, they do not affect us. They do not affect the other person. They only affect us. For example, I remember a situation in high school where somebody was not very fond of me. And it's interesting because she, again, was not very fond of me at all. And whenever she heard my name, she would cry. I'm sorry, that's not funny. Whenever she heard my name, she would cry. And at the time, you know, I was young and didn't know better, but I thought it was a little comedic. that she was so upset, or that she, felt so strongly towards me when I did not feel as strongly towards her, but I remember there was a circumstance where she was at her birthday gathering. Somebody mentioned my name and she started crying. So, that had nothing to do with me. I was not affected whatsoever by that situation because I was happily doing something else at the time. So it's like the anger, the hatred, the resentment, the negative feelings that this person held toward me at that time had no effect on me whatsoever. It had no effect on my life. It had no effect on me. It had no effect on my circumstances. And I actually, at that time, found it a little comedic. So I'm saying all that to say, when we hold resentments, negative feelings towards another person, the interesting thing is it doesn't affect them the same way that it affects us. The toxic energy that we hold towards another person actually has more damage to us than it does to that other person. The other person is going to go on about their life, go on about their situation, and they do not feel the same anger, the resentment, or the negative feelings that we may feel for another person. However, the unfortunate thing is when we hold this toxic energy toward another person, again, it can create challenges within our lives. It can, for example, if we are holding toxic energy toward a lover, it can keep us from seeing our lovability. We may have anger towards somebody. For example, say you're in a relationship with somebody in the past who may have talked to you in some crazy way, or, you may have been in a toxic relationship. And by holding on to anger towards this person, again, they're going to go on about their life, but the toxic energy that we have towards that person stays within us. So what we do is we're going to carry that into other relationships. You see what I'm saying? We're going to carry that into other relationships. So therefore, it's only going to affect us and cause challenges within us, where the other person gets to go on about their merry little life, or go on about their, even if it's not merry little life, go on about their life in general. So the interesting thing about forgiveness is, when we show forgiveness, when we practice forgiveness, when we forgive another person, it is for the purpose of releasing toxic, releasing negative, releasing stagnant energy within us in order to free us so we can move forward in a happy, healthier, more fulfilling way. So for example, again, say we have some resentments toward a parent. Say a parent was not there. Say our parents got divorced and there was a parent who was not there, and we may have we may hold on to the idea that that people abandon us because there was abandonment from a parent in the past. So that may cause us to hold on to the belief that abandonment will be imminent in any relationship, or abandonment is on the table in any relationship. And these kinds of beliefs may cause us to behave in a particular way in a relationship that may cause us to separate from love, or may disconnect us from love. So this is saying to have forgiveness, towards this parent. Perhaps look at the circumstances, the full range of the circumstances. It could be, for some of you, I'm hearing, a good idea to acknowledge that before we came into this life, we chose our parents for a particular reason, for the good or for the bad. Even though our parents may have given us challenges, most of us, we've had challenges in our childhoods or growing up. And even though that may be so, we chose the parents that we did in order to make us who we are. We chose the challenges that we experience in this lifetime in order for us to grow and become the person who we are. We chose these things. We chose our parents before we came into this lifetime, in order to have these experiences, in order to have this growth, in order to be the wonderful people who we are today. So it may be a good idea to look at that for the situation, look at the situation for what it is. And for example, forgive a parent, or forgive, whoever put programming in our minds from the ages of 0 to 8 that may bring challenges to our love lives, or that may separate us from love, for example. Okay, so moving forward, I have kyanite. And this says, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So, Cappies, it is a good idea for you to again forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive your past partners. Forgive, your caregivers. Forgive whoever needs to be forgiven, and take time for self-care. One thing that you could do is, for example, take a bath, take an Epsom salt bath, take a bath, put some salt water in, some salt water, take a bath and put some sea salt in there, for example. If you like the water, if you're near the water, you can take a dip in the ocean. I'm a water sign, so these are things that resonate with me, but being an earth sign, it may be a good idea for some of you to, for example, spend some time in the forest, spend some time in the woods, spend some time in nature, spend some time around trees. Even if you go to a local park, spend some time in seclusion in nature in order to care for yourself, gain a new perspective. Make time for self-care, because taking care of yourself is essential right now. So practice self-care. Put on, again, your own oxygen mask before you put on the oxygen mask of another individual. Take care of yourself first before you take care of another individual. Once again, love yourself first. Put on your own oxygen mask, lest you run out of, what you need to sustain your life. So love yourself first. Practice self-care. Forgive for yourself. Forgive in order to release negative energy within you, because again, whatever negative energy, we hold is only toxic to us, and it only affects us. It doesn't affect the other individual, The other individual may even find it funny or comedic, So take care of yourself. Okay. Love yourself first. So regarding your wisdom of the oracle cards, I have here number 40. We have here co-create. This is a card on the bottom of the deck representing the overall energy. We have number 41. It's interesting. This card, number 41, this soulmates card. See, soulmates. This card has come out for all of my readings today. So if you have a sign in Libra or Sag, it could be a good idea for you to check out this reading, or check out those readings rather. Or if you are dealing with a Libra or a Sag, it could be a good idea for you to cross watch and check out those readings, because this soulmate card again has come up in both of the readings that I have done prior to this one. So I also have number 19 in the reverse, flexible. Milk and honey in the reverse, number 51. So taking these 4 cards together, let's go ahead and put these closer. So taking these 4 cards together, what I see here is during the month of June, Cappies, because we have this number 40 co-create card. And again, this is speaking of stability, security, angelic healing, and things like that. So this is saying that, Cappies, we co-create our romantic circumstances in any given thought that we have, in our patterns. Once again, this is a thing that keeps coming up, in our patterns, in our beliefs, in our actions, and how we perceive situations, and what we ask for. We are co-creating our lives in every single moment. So if love, romance, fulfillment is something that you want, this is encouraging you to co-create with God, universe, spirit, your higher power, in order to bring in the romantic circumstances that you find ideal. So there's no need to do everything by yourself. It could be a good idea to, again, reach out to your higher power, pray, use affirmations. Again, it could be a good idea to check out that video that I have in my I think it's the Law of Attraction and Manifestation playlist about the book It Works, making wishes, aligning yourself with what it is that you want and desire during the month of June. So know that in every single moment we are co-creating our lives, by our thoughts, by our actions, by our beliefs. Once again, for example, there could be a situation where okay, I used this example in another I think maybe my last video that I did for, who did I do last? I did Libra today. Now I'm doing you guys, Capricorn. Actually, no, I've only done these 2 videos today, now that I think about it. So have I done 3? I feel like I did 3. Anyway, okay. So this co-create card here is saying that, we co-create our life in any given moment. Again, our thoughts, our beliefs, they set the foundation for the future. For example, I'm sure many of you know how an action that you did many years ago. For example, if some of you did an action, a poor action or something, made a poor decision many years ago, it may affect you many years later, or the effect may carry over into the future, again, because you created that situation, by your actions. So if you want to acquire the best romantic situation, circumstance that you can, know that you are always co-creating your life with spirit, God, universe, your higher power at any given moment. So if love is something that you want, it is essential, it is imperative to align yourself with the love that you want. If love is what you want, think loving thoughts. It could be a good idea to wake up every morning and think about 10 things that you love. For example, like a gratitude list, but instead doing things that you love. When I wake up every morning, before I open my eyes, as soon as I become conscious, I think of the things that I am grateful for, whether it be my bed, my pillows, my room, my where I live, my pets. My dog loves to give me love in the morning. As soon as I wake up, he is right there trying to kiss my face, feeling grateful for that this animal, this little guy who loves me so much. He's right here, this little guy who loves me so much. So whatever it is, you can think thoughts about the things that you love. I love my parents. I love my life. I love waking up in the morning. I love my bed. I love whatever it is, in order to attract more loving thoughts and attract more things to love, attract more love in general to you during the month of June. So again, you're co-creating your life in any given moment with spirit. If love is what you want, think loving thoughts. If love is what you desire, do loving actions. Think loving things. Align yourself with love, with unconditional love. Moving forward, I have here this number 41 soulmates card. So this number 41 soulmates card is speaking of changes. So let's go into this co-create card is number 40. So again, stability, security, this could be some angelic healing and things like that. You're creating a foundation here through co-creating with spirit. So I have here number 41 soulmates, and this card speaks of changes. So we have 40 and 41. So stability coming after changes are done. So our changes are made rather. So this number 41 soulmates card, this says that you Cappies are dealing with a soulmate. You're dealing with a significant connection. This can be a past life relationship as well. For some of you, I just heard that you may have had a past life relationship with somebody, and one of you may have gone off to war, causing you guys to separate in the past. So that is something that I just got for some of you. So you may already know about your past lives, and you may know that happened. So if you do, I'm speaking to you. So again, this is an energy of soulmates here. So many of you are dealing with a soulmate. So soulmates come into our lives to teach us things, to help us evolve, to help us move forward, to help us grow, transcend, evolve, ascend in some way, shape, or form. So there's a relationship in your life right now, Cappies, that is very significant. Or there's a person in your life right now who, regardless if they're there or not, their purpose in your life is of importance, is of significance in order to help you grow, learn, evolve, move you forward in your soul's journey. So there's a very important relationship, a very important person who you may be dealing with now, regardless of if this person is meant to be in your life for the short term or for the long term, because not all soulmates are meant to be in our lives for the long term. There are times when our soul contracts end, when there are no more lessons for us to learn in a romantic connection. Our soul contracts end. Again, I was saying that, I've dealt with somebody in the past who was a narcissist. And in this connection, it's like I was learning so many lessons, and I was in this situation for a reason. I was learning, I was growing, I was evolving through this challenging situation. But when I realized that there were no more lessons to learn, it got to a point where I was just like, all right. So I've gone through these challenges, I've learned, I've experienced, and it doesn't look like there's anything more to come through this situation. It looks like I've learned everything that I need to learn. I just want to move forward with my life, and I don't want you in it anymore. That was the time when our soul contract ended. So sometimes, you know, your soul contract may end with a particular individual. And if that is so, we have to allow that and recognize that, because again, not all soulmates are meant to be in our lives for the long term. But again, I do see here a soulmate energy. So you know, this soulmate energy is going to resonate in different ways for you all. For some, it could be a short term. For some, it can be long term. You know, it's going to resonate in different ways for you all. But again, I do see here some soulmate energy. And this is saying with the soulmate, it is imperative for you to practice flexibility, because when we are inflexible, so this is 19, so this is regarding so 2 energy, this is regarding making a decision. You may have to make some important decision in your love life during the month of June. You may have to choose, make an important decision, choose. You may have to say balance during your love life in the month of June. So this flexible card here, number 19 in the reverse, says that, you know, it's a good idea for us to be flexible in our love lives. And it's a good idea for us to be flexible when it comes to dealing with other individuals, because when we are inflexible, that can set up a you versus me kind of mentality, or it's like it's my way or the highway. And if others aren't willing to do that, that can lead to challenges and separations in relationships. But if we want to connect to other individuals, if connecting with a significant other, with this soulmate, is something that we desire, we have to learn how to be flexible in our thoughts, flexible in our actions, maybe do different things. But this is saying that being, you know, stubborn, being stagnant or stubborn or sticking to, you know, this is my story and I'm sticking to it, or this is what I do. For example, some of you may be saying, this is how I've always done things, you know, and this is how things are done. This is how I do things, you know, but that could be because of a pattern that was built from an unhealthy attachment to somebody, or a pattern that was built out of, for example, fear of rejection or something like that, you know. So this is saying to be flexible in your approach, and maybe a good idea to try something different, try something new, if connecting with this person is something that you really desire during the month of June. 22:01 on the clock. Again, making decisions, bringing balance, there's a choice that you have to make that will lead to a new beginning in your love and romantic relationships. So I also have here this Milk and Honey card, number 51 in the reverse. This speaks of a 6 energy. So this is attaining happiness, harmony, fulfillment, and those wonderful things. And this card is saying that when it's in the reverse, it can speak of an overindulgence. So this is more or less a warning to say, you know, be careful of overindulgence in too much good. For example, this can be an overindulgence in drugs or alcohol, an overindulgence in opportunity, you know, just some kind of, how do you overindulge in opportunities? But you know what I mean? Like, this is some type of overindulgence in something that is good, because Milk and Honey card in the upright, it speaks of, you know, abundance, opportunities, happiness. You know, you reach the land of milk and honey. This is, you know, having beauty, having harmony. This is having, you know, abundance of all the things that you love. But in the reverse, this is too much of having the things that you love. So this is warning against, for example, overindulgence in alcohol in order to escape this situation, overindulgence in substances in order to not think about this situation. It could be a good idea or a better idea to address whatever you are experiencing, as opposed to escaping from it. You know, avoid escapism, avoid, I'm hearing also impulsivity, impulsive actions. But again, it could be a good idea to practice, I'm hearing being reasonable, being grounded, you know, security and stability are big things, rather than being whimsical, rather than being overindulgent, rather than being impulsive. So this may be something that is of more benefit to you during the June 2018 month. Okay, so let's go ahead and go forward into your empowerment messages here. So the first message that I have for you is a message of faith. Have faith regarding the cycles that you are experiencing. Faith. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Spirit, God, universe, your higher power has your back, is with you, is guiding you, is protecting you and whoever you are involved with. So you are being guided, you are being protected. Believe you are not alone. Know that you have unforeseen friends who are assisting you in this situation and moving forward. You have all the guidance, assistance, you have everything that you need in this situation. Spirit is right behind you. You are never alone. If there is guidance that you need, if you don't know what to do, it is a good idea to, for example, spend some time in silence, maybe before you go to bed. Spend some time in silence. Speak to your higher self. That's one thing that I do when I need guidance. I just have an honest dialogue with my higher self. Sometimes I don't like the things that my higher self has to say, because sometimes it's advice that, I don't want to hear. I'm like, why are you telling me this? It's like, dang, I don't want to do that, man, but sometimes we need to allow that higher guidance to come through in order to lead us in the right direction, even if it's something that we don't want to hear or we don't want to do. We may need that higher guidance, so allow this higher guidance to come in. Meditate. If you are somebody who meditates, spend some time in silence. It could also be a good idea for some of you to, if you spend time commuting, if you drive somewhere, spend some time in the car with the radio turned down. Spend some time in silence in the car. And that is also another time when divine guidance often comes through. You may be in your car and pay attention to what you feel. A lot of the time I feel my guide in the back seat. You can feel, for example, your guides. You can feel, an energy behind you. So a lot of times our guides are with us when we are driving, when we are alone. So know that spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and you will receive this guidance. You may receive it through your dream state. You may receive it in any random moment. You may receive it through cledons and signs, such as billboards, posters, TV, music. A cledon is a message that's innocently orated by an individual. So a friend may give you some news, but pay attention to these signs. Ask for guidance. This guidance will come to you. And it looks like have faith regarding the cycles you are experiencing, because it says we are all becoming, I have another card for here for you too. Change. Cycles, we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust the powerful process. So you are going through a period of change. So understand that, and also acknowledge whatever cycle you are in. So when we go through cycles, sometimes we may go through a healing period where there's a period of inaction, and we may heal, go through this inaction, and then in due time, when it's time for that cycle to evolve, we then go into a period of action, or a period of learning, then a period of applying what we learned. So pay attention to whatever cycle you are in, whether if you're in a period of learning or applying what you learned, resting or moving forward. But know that we are all becoming. Surrender to whatever changes are taking place, are occurring in your love life. Release your fears about the future. Release your fears about lovability. Release your fears about attaining love and having a long-term partner. Release your fears again about the future, whatever those are, and trust the process that you are going through, because again, you are being divinely guided and divinely led. And again, acknowledge there's changes that are going to occur in this situation. The only thing, Cappies, that is constant is change. Oftentimes we want everything to stay the same, like these stripes on a zebra's back. Nevertheless, the only thing that is constant is change. You are transforming, Cappies. Let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. So embrace the changes that you are making. Embrace the outcome. Embrace the occurrences that are taking place because of the changes that are occurring in your love life during the month of June. And that may relieve any negative energy or any fears or any challenges that you have regarding the situation. Looking at it for what it is, looking at it for an occurrence that happens in the greater scheme of life. Life is about the journey, not the outcome. So know that changes are occurring. You are evolving. That's what we do as human beings. That's what we do as souls, as spirits. We evolve and we grow every day, every experience in our own particular timing when we are alerted to do so. We grow, we change, we evolve. You, Cappy, are transforming. So let the past be the past. Focus on the here and now. Embrace the light and the joy of this new day. You are not the person who you were a month ago. You are not the person who you were a year ago. You are not the person who you were 10 years ago. You are a different person. You have changed. You have grown. You have evolved. You have moved forward. So let the past be the past. Acknowledge the changes that you have made. Don't focus on where you don't focus on where you're going. Focus on where you've come, how far you've come. So now go ahead and go into your postcard from spirit, and this will go ahead and wrap up your reading. So my lovely Cappies here, I have a message that says, dear you, it may be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. So, it's like a lot of the time we like to think that we know, what's best for us. We like to think we know what's best for us. We like to think we know the best outcome for us. But in reality, we don't truly know that. There may be something that we truly want, but we may not realize that whatever it is that we are wanting, that is not the best outcome for us. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of the attachment to achieving certain results. Cappies. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. A lot of times we try to control something so we have a feeling of safety, a feeling of control. We know what is going to happen. We know we're not going to get hurt, so it's a feeling of safety. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and that you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. That is great energy for you guys. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you're really seeking or what you're really looking for is spirit. So spirit, God, universe, your higher power. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We got you. Loving you so much. So my wonderful Cappies, my lovely Cappies, these are the messages that I have for you regarding your love and romantic relationships during the month of June 2018. So if again, please thumbs up and like this video. Please thumbs up, like this video if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, you could do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or through the Instant Go app. If you would like to contact me there, I will respond within 24 hours. The link for that is www.instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. You can also download the app. You can search for me, Power Life Hypnosis, one word in the search bar. I love you all so much, my lovely Cappy friends. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Thumbs up, like this video, like this reading, comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Go ahead, you can book a reading with me now through the description box below if you're interested in learning about who your future long-term romantic partner is and details of when and where you'll meet this person. Very explicit details as to exactly when, where, what this person will look like, how to recognize him or her, and align yourself with him or her in the relationship of your dreams. I hope I was able to provide you with some useful guidance and messages. I love you all, my beautiful Cappy friends. I look very forward to seeing you here soon for your mid-monthly readings. I love you, and again, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sending you so much love and so much light during the month of June and always. So I will see you guys here again very soon. Love you all. Mwah. Bye, Cappies.